Hello everyone, it's me again, the Retro Gaming Off, and I am back with a whole new video for you guys. And today I'm going to be showing off the Steelswarm deck. Now, in times of Hidden Arsenals, Steelswarms and Jiracs were both my personal favourite out of the whole of the Hidden Arsenal set that came out a good few years ago, to be honest with you. Since then, I've always wanted to show off a deck like this. Much like the Jiracs, which I horribly got defeated by Evosaurs with. Steelswarms is one of those, what I like to call Monarch counter decks, considering the majority of all Steelswarms require tribute summoning to apply their effects, as well as obviously a few other support that backs them up. And considering they're all fiends, Solidarity was one of them cards I just had to throw in this deck. So let's not waste any time and get right into a duel with the Steelswarms. Obviously the question is, who am I going to use? Who am I going to fight against? I mean, they are in fact fiend monsters, but they're called Steelswarm. So it's like, do I battle someone with a machine deck? Do I battle someone with an insect deck? Or do I just battle anyone at random who I think is worthy enough to go up against such a deck? Well, there's no synchros in the deck, so battling someone from 5Ds probably isn't going to happen. So it is kind of a really tough choice to make. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna do something differently. Duelist challenges. Now, if my memory serves me right, Weevil Underwood in the Duelist challenges uses Insectors. Now that would be the kind of deck that's gonna be a good matchup against Steelswarms, I reckon. That's assuming, of course, this is the right duelist for the right type of deck. So let's not waste any time and let's just find out. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Retro Gaming Golf, and comment to let me know if you like the video or if you want to see more videos like this. Alright, not a bad start to the duel. Now let's see what Weevil's got. Well, a couple of face down cards don't really tell me if they're Insectors under there, but let's see what I can pull off. So, Steelswarm Sting. Alright, let's go for an attack and see what he's got under them cards. Fiendish Chain. Okay. Right. So, I'll play this card face down and call it a turn. I should also like to mention this is the first time I'm dueling someone in the Duelist challenges. Mainly because I've not really dueled that many opponents. Well, it's not even the first time actually. I tell a lie. I tell a complete and utter lie. The first few duels was battling that guy who I lost very badly against using the Jiracs against Evosaurs. But it will be the first time in a long time I've actually duelled anybody like this. It's the first time I think I battled an Insector deck, so let's find out what we've got. Right, we'll target that face down card. Beat this chain again. Well, he's got priority, obviously. Okay. Right, Infestation Ripple. Cost of 500 life points. Special summons a Steelswarm at level 4 or below from the graveyard. So let's bring back the Sting. Alright, let's stick it in this guy. Alright, so far so good. 2 Fiendish Chains, that's a bit much. Start the duel, is that really how it's going? I know I mentioned before that I haven't battled duelists from the Duelist challenges before, but still. It's going to be quite spectacular to see me battling somebody else for a change. He really hasn't got much to play, has he? Kind of sucks, to be fair. Infestation Ripple. Bring back the Sting. Summon it. Now, let's get some of my life points back by summoning out my Gyrostag yet again. Now, this is by far my favourite Steelswarm. 1 Steelswarm to sacrifice it, and it's a 7-star monster. And it's tributed. You can activate its effect, send any card to the graveyard, and gain 1000 life points for it. So you can see it's very Monarch based. But still, I can't even consider it to be more powerful than Monarchs. I suppose before the Mega Monarchs came out, this deck would have been considered the better one. I know I probably should have activated Solidarity, but it's too early for that kind of card right now. Besides which, I've got a whole duel ahead of me yet, and so far Weevil hasn't been able to pull anything other than a few trap cards. And that's not going to slow my deck down. Yep, it was the Insectors. About time. I was wondering when he was going to play something like this. Now, I don't know what to expect. I heard rumours about the Insector deck, but never actually gone up against one to find out what it's capable of. I will play my spell card to return my monster back to my hand and then draw a card. Really pulling out the stags and the bugs and the stings, aren't I? Ah, so that's why he's not played anything. He needed a monster, and he's finally got one. Well, it's a good job I didn't play Solidarity when I did. But now I've got it in my hand, I can play it. Now, what's the attack of that thing? 2500. Alright, let's summon the Sting again. And now we'll play Solidarity. Seeing as how there's one type of monsters on the field and in the graveyard, this card will gain 800 attack points. Now let's see if I can get through to it. Okay, now we're getting more Insectors coming out. So far, so good. Got the advantage up to now, but let's just see what he can pull out. Okay, so Hornet equips another Hornet. Alright, so that's what it does. Very nice. So this is a pretty even duel with a 400 life point difference between myself and Weevil. Alright, let's play Aurora Darkness. Draw 2 cards, remove a dark. Alright, let's get rid of you. Then we'll play a Reoccurring Nightmare. Bring back 2 dark monsters with 0 defense points back to my hand. So we'll bring back both the Stings. And by leaving at least one monster in that grave, the Steelswarm will gain the 800 attack points. As long as that card's on the field, we can just keep recycling his Insectors from his deck. But if he keeps pulling off the same maneuver over and over again, who's actually going to win? Oh boy, this is becoming one of them type of duels. I must admit, I'm quite impressed. I knew Insectors were good, but... Oh wow, nice little comeback. Started bad to begin with, but now he's making quite a surprising turn of events. Alright, well I'll keep pulling off the same cards over and over again, not really getting anywhere. Now, what happens if I destroyed that? What would he do if that Hornet went to the grave? What Dragonfly actually does. I know he's got a card in his hand where he can destroy a monster, so that's not good. Let's take down this card. I don't know, but I've got it in me that I think he can win this duel. I'm hoping I can survive long enough to make a comeback on my own. I don't think I can. Oh no. What, he's destroyed his own card? Is that normal? Wow, okay. That was quite surprising. Okay, tribute my monster, summon out this little beast. Take Gyrostag's effect and get rid that card. Gain 1,000 points back. Then we'll attack and destroy this card. And phase 2. Set this face down. Okay, this is a very close match. Final turn. Let's see who can do what. Not that card. I think he's got me on this one. There's nothing I can do. Even if I return my monster back to my hand to protect it and draw a card, it's not going to save me. Yep, it's game over for me. Well, that was quite an interesting duel, I've got to admit. Yep, clearing up the field for one final strike. And only 200 life points left, and we've all made it, went from nothing to something. Well, I'll say this now, guys. All these moves are completely unnecessary, but he's doing it all now just to show off. That's not even an Insecta, you traitor. Well, all I can say is if you like the video, guys, be sure to like, share and subscribe to my channel, Retro Gaming Golf, and tune in next time for round 2 of this epic fight.